Today I'm going to show you how I hang my Lonewolf tree stand using the silent approach steps. I'm going to show you some things in relation to the foresight of the tree, exactly where you should climb a tree and hang your stand. Okay, the first thing when hanging your tree stands and climbing trees is you need to understand the foresight of the tree. I know it sounds technical, and it really is, but if you understand and learn about the foresight of the tree, it makes things a lot easier. And I'm going to just show you about the foresight. It's the side of the lean. Now, if this is the center line of the foresight of this tree, as you climb, you want to climb as close to the center line of this foresight as possible. With your last 3 steps to hang your stand, if you get over to the quarter side of this of the foresight, and then hang your stand on this quarter side of the foresight, that's going to make it as easy as possible, and it's going to give your stand the best seating as possible. If you've ever been in your stand, if you've hung a lot of stands and you've been in your stand and your the top of your stand is kind of kicked off of the tree a little bit, you're probably on the wrong side of the force. You're not using the force as Luke or Yoda would say, and then your stand will settle back down in there and kind of slide down and clunk and make a noise and scare anything that's close to you. Okay, for the sake of hanging this stand, I just have 3 steps up. This is going to represent the last 3 steps, and we're looking at about right here being the total center line for the force of this tree. So as our last 3 steps are set, we're a little off the center line for these 2 steps, and then this last step is a little further off the center line, but we're not past halfway, because then you're getting into the gravity side, and your stick stands, anything, it doesn't like that gravity side. So our stand, instead of being set on the center line, we're going to set our stand a little bit offset here, and that's going to give us a little bit of room to climb up into our stand. I'll show you what we mean here in a minute. Okay, I'm in position where I'm going to be hanging my tree stand. I'm standing on these 2 steps, and this last step I have set about the height of where the bottom of my stand is going to be. That way I'm going to step straight across onto my platform, and the platform is going to go over my knee somewhat, but I'm a little bit on this side of the foresight, and my stand's going to be a little bit on the other side. That's going to give me a little bit of room to step up into the stand without banging my knee on my stand. The first thing that I'm going to do before I put a stand on or anything, I'm going to put my tether that I'm going to attach to the tree when I'm in my stand. I'm going to put that on first. That way it's up, and I don't have to fool with it later when my stand's in the way, because my stand will be here and I'll have to reach around it to try to get that tether on. So I think it's the best to put that on first. And I'm going to hang my stand a little on this foresight. I like to use a cam strap to hang this stand, but there are some pretty good ideas out there on how to make this happen nice and easily, and I think Lonewolf has a hook that works really good. I've just never tried it, and this is how I haven't had this stand for too terribly long, but this is how I started hanging it, and it's fairly simple, and it's pretty quiet, though. I don't see myself using this method long term, but it's working for now anyway. Kind of reduces the amount of straps that I have to have. I'm going to set this, I want to set this base, we're just a little bit off the foresight again. You see my knee is underneath here. My step is about even with the platform. So we're going to put this strap on. Haven't hung this stand. This is the first stand I've hung this year, so I probably could do it quicker and quieter if I had a little more practice. but I don't, and I haven't. So, but these Lonewolf stands they're really easy to hang. One thing I will recommend is don't let your strap go in there before you cinch this thing down. I think these stands could be hung with one strap, but I'm not going to recommend that. I put this stand, the main thing with those straps, I believe, are just to keep the bottom from kicking out if you step on them from the side. Kind of have to plan for people to do things the wrong way. But this stand, this platform is set with even with this step, just actually a little bit above it. Okay, so here I am in position. I have my stand on the tree. You'll see these are the two steps I'm standing on. This is the third step, and this step is just slightly below my deck. And my deck could probably be adjusted to be a little more level, but that's okay. I'm not going to hunt out of it, so I'm not going to be overly critical. But the one thing that is an absolute must is you have to attach your tether to the tree before you step into your stand. So I'm all attached up. I can now remove my lineman's belt. Moving those steps around, I think it's one of my favorite things about these things. If you step down on a step and it's not quite right and it has, maybe it hinges a little bit because there's a burr or a knot down there, you'll feel that when you go to step on it, and it might be a little spongy, it doesn't feel quite right, and you step off of it and then you just move it over, and it's really simple that way. So we're attached, we got our stand up, our seat up, we got our second tether on there, so now we can unattach our lineman's belt and step up into the stand. This is kind of a little bit difficult to get this around here quietly. That's probably the most difficult task of the maneuver, but still fairly simple. And then you got to watch for this thing getting caught when you step up into the tree. But you see, as I stepped up there, right now my knee is under this stand, and when I step up, I'm right on the edge of it. Then you just step up in and around, and there you go. Coming back down, the same thing. I'm going to stay attached to the tree here, and then we're going to take our lineman's belt and put it back around here and attach to this other side. Now we're attached in two spots, and we can take this off and look at taking our stand down. And it's the same process. Just take everything off and pack it up. You can stand here, put your stand, take your stand off, put it on your back, and away you go. Well, first you have to attach your lineman's belt, and then take your other straps off. Coming down, it's a little easier. Sit the stand on your knee, fold this strap up, Put it in our little handy dandy strap bag. Really hope to be getting a saddle soon. Ain't no clanking going on. But just throw it on your back, and there you are. Now you're ready to just take your steps down. It's a really simple method for hanging and take it down stands. So any issues, give me a call, shoot me a text or email online. I'm easy to find. Appreciate your time watching the video. Appreciate you checking the steps out, and good luck this year.